One of my fears is that Donald Trump was custom built for Hillary Clinton and somebody like Elizabeth Warren or Cory Booker, who are just really unlikable. You have other people, and we can disagree or not on whether these are likable, but I think to the average person who is not connected to the day-to-day and just one of those people who are just like, I'm tired of all of this, you have Buttigieg, maybe Harris, and maybe Biden that are they'll look like, oh, you know what? It's grandpa, and I know Biden, even though you don't. I know him. I trust him. He's fine. Is Trump going to be able to maneuver and rebuild his system, or is it even going to be necessary if he runs against Biden and Biden doesn't play mean?
Wow, that was some question, Beck. I'm still processing it, but I'm going to give you an answer that you and Stu are going to love. But first of all, I have to ask you, give me 2 minutes at the end of our segment here, talk about Father's Day. Okay, so Donald Trump wants to be reelected, obviously, and he needs 66 million votes to be reelected. And that's what he needs, all right? He got 63 last time, so he's 3 light. However, you've got to think that there's 10% who voted for Trump last time and may not vote for him again for a variety of reasons. The tax thing didn't help them. They don't like his turbulence factor, whatever it may be. So Trump is looking at about a 8 to 10 million vote persuasion factor. You've got to persuade those people to vote for him if he wants to be reelected. Now, that is taking into account that his Democratic opponent will run a very astute campaign, an effective campaign. Kamala Harris cannot do that. She's already radicalized herself, so she's not going to be the nominee.
Okay.
So the only one who could run that kind of a campaign, an efficient campaign that would galvanize enough voters to overcome the 60 million or so that Trump already has, is Biden. Now, the Sharpies know that. The money men and the DNC, the Podestas of the world, these people, they know that. They know that Buttigieg can't get name recognition to the extent where he's going to get 60 million votes. It's impossible. So this is a big charade. This is a big game. All these 45 debates they're going to have over the next 14 months, and Biden knows too. But Biden's problem is that people don't trust him, all right? Because he has not done anything his entire life to earn that trust. Not one thing. The second big problem he has is that African Americans, they, all right, he was VP to our guy, Barack Obama, who they still love. All right. Now, if Obama would come up big time for Biden, that might be something. But right now, Biden's looking at the Hillary Clinton factor, where 800,000 fewer African Americans voted for Hillary Clinton than they did for Barack Obama. That's what he's looking at. So I think the odds are in Donald Trump's favor. However, he's so volatile that anything can happen at any time. And that's why the polling is the way it is, because people, they haven't made up their minds yet. They're waiting to see.
What's the most important thing Donald Trump can do right now?
I suggested to the president on BillO'Reilly.com, and I know he gets what I say, he sees it, that he change a little bit because he's president. Let me give you a very vivid example that even, is Stu still awake, by the way? Is he?
Slightly, yes. I am, Bill,
okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's a vivid example of how Donald Trump should change. So he's in Normandy. He's got Laura Ingraham in front of him, and Laura Ingraham is doing her job and says, Nancy Pelosi says you should be in jail. Why? What do you say, Mr. President? Sitting in Normandy, right in the cemetery, Ingraham tees him up. So he wails on Pelosi, right? Wrong. What he should have done was this. He should have looked Laura in the eye and said, Laura, in about a half an hour, when I leave the cemetery, I'm going to address that question, and I will tell you exactly what I think of it. But right now, then he pivots his head and he looks into the camera. I don't want to do any political stuff. I just want to tell everyone in America and around the world how proud I am to be the President of the United States. And
is he capable of doing that? Is he capable of doing that?
If he was directed, he could have done it. Because he's a smart guy. All right, people underestimate his intelligence, but no one steers him in that direction, and he's not disciplined enough to stop and think, maybe this isn't the right time to rip up Nancy Pelosi. Maybe I take advantage of my presidential
Who does he trust?
position.
Who does he trust? Bill O'Reilly?
No one. Donald Trump doesn't trust anyone. And you will see that in my book. You will see he does not trust anyone on this planet. Now, he has confidants, and he has his children who are very loyal to him, and he loves them very dearly. But total trust, no one.